Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session based around the idea of fasting. Fasting is a period of time without eating, and the client that I was working with was a flight attendant, and therefore knew and understood how airplanes work and the length of flights, and a lot more knowledgeable about me because she'd been on thousands of flights. So flights were used as a metaphor for fasting for two reasons. One, it was relatable. Secondly, she would quite often snack while flying. So it gave her the ability to set the intention of fasting throughout the period so that she could eat before she boards and she could eat when she lands, but not to eat during the flight, because when she was flying, there'd be lots of snacks that were creating temptations for her. So if you've been interested in the idea of fasting, but you haven't done it before, you might find this hypnosis session useful, because there's certain elements that if you've been flying before, but you haven't fasted before, then flying can also be a metaphor for you to understand how the body works and the way of thinking about it to make you feel safe and in control. If you're listening to this and you like the idea of losing weight and the hypnosis may help, there will be a link in the show notes that you can schedule a free consultation call with me. In the meantime, though, to make the most of this session, find a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress, or tension to leave your body in your outward breath. Breathing in and breathing out. I want you to position your body in a way that you can feel more comfortable. And just imagine thinking of your body as a vehicle, maybe an aeroplane. And I want you to imagine that before any flight takes place, there might be some form of inspection on the plane to make sure it's safe to travel. And I want you to imagine that you're inspecting your body, looking for signs of stress or anxiety. And if you identify any tension, any clues of worries or stress, I want you to imagine that you are an engineer, that once you identify these things, you can resolve these things. And just feel like as you breathe in, you're breathing in a wonderful feeling of resourcefulness. And when you exhale, I want you to get a sense that anything detrimental is leaving your body. Tension is leaving your body in that outward breath. Stress is leaving your body. Any worries or anxiety is leaving your body in your outward breath. And I want you to imagine your body has different sources of fuel. There is the fuel that you eat, and there is the fuel that is stored. Perhaps you can imagine a plane that has fuel in the tank. But sometimes there are flights that have very long journeys. And sometimes they are refueled mid-air. But I want you to get a sense that that isn't needed for you, because your body fat is your emergency fuel tank. And sometimes it's useful to train your body to get used to using the emergency fuel tank even when there aren't emergencies. I want you to think back thousands of years ago, a time when there were no supermarkets, no refrigerators, no cupboards. People would eat when there was food around, but sometimes there wouldn't be food for days. But it didn't matter, because the human body has the ability to eat what it needs and then store the rest when food isn't so plentiful. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you're boarding a plane about to take off on a long journey. Maybe it's an 8-hour, 10-hour, 12 or even longer flight. But I want you to get a sense that this flight, this journey, is a metaphor for you having a period of time without eating. Some people use the word fasting. Some people just think of it as skipping a meal or two. You get to choose how you think about it in the way that makes the journey a desirable journey. I want you to imagine you're on this plane and it's just about to take off. Imagine that your fuel tank is full of either food in your belly or body fat that your incredible body can use and turn into fuel if it needs to. I want you to feel that sensation of the flight leaving the runway and finding its optimal altitude. And I want you to get a sense that your body is well equipped for this flight, this period of time without eating, in the same way that all of the engineering on a plane equips it to take off, to fly, and to land. Your body has everything it needs to equip you to go a period of time without eating. I want you to get a sense that you're mid-air. Maybe it's been half an hour with no food. And it's fine because you have that glycogen in your blood, you have that fuel in your tank. So you don't need to eat. There is already energy in your blood. And I want you to imagine the flight continues. And it may reach a point where one fuel source, the glycogen in your blood, starts to diminish. But it's not important, because the low glycogen levels in your blood is a trigger for your body to start producing ketones. Ketones are a signal for your body to start looking for other sources of fuel, the fuel in your body fat cells. And I want you to get a sense that you can imagine this happening. Almost like the cells of your body discover a vault full of energy. They discover. And I want you to imagine that the most amount of food that you can eat for a meal might be 2,000 or 3,000 calories, a day's worth of food in one meal. But the amount of calories you can store in body fat Some people have 50, 100, 150, 200 days worth of energy stored in body fat. And once you accept that your body has all of the fuel it needs to make the journey that you're on, then there's no stress, no anxiety. Your body has the fuel that it needs. I want you to feel the sensation of flying in the air. And I want you to accept that your body is capable of utilizing this stored body fat for energy while you're not eating. That every minute, every hour that goes by, your body gets better and better at tapping into the fat reserves and using them as fuel. Sometimes in the cockpit of an aeroplane, you see lots of dials, measurements. Even autopilot has this ability to adjust depending on altitude, location. And I want you to imagine that your metabolism is like an advanced autopilot. It knows how to optimize your energy usage and prioritize burning fat for fuel if you're not eating food. Your body adapts and it recognizes the benefits of not eating food, not just as a way to burn body fat, but to make yourself healthier. After about a few hours of not eating, your body enters a state of ketosis. So on a short flight, you don't even need to use body fat because you have enough fuel just in your blood through glycogen. But imagine you were on a very long flight that was lasting 3 days. After maybe 12 to 18 hours, your body is starting to use your body fat. And after about 24 hours, your body is starting to spring clean your body. So I want you to imagine advanced futuristic technology where there are robots on a plane that can start looking for problems on the plane while it's in mid-flight, fixing things while it's in the air. That kind of futuristic technology doesn't exist on a plane, but it does exist in your body. This state of autophagy is your body's ability to spring clean you from the inside out, to remove dead cells, those things that could cause problems later on. It's spring cleaning your body and using them as a source of protein. Effectively, the longer you don't eat, the healthier you are becoming. Because your body is smart and adaptive, and it can switch from using food as a fuel source to using body fat as a fuel source. And it doesn't have to be stressful, because it's not that there isn't food available, it's that you're choosing not to eat it. And therefore, there is no stress and anxiety because your body gracefully enters a state of fat burning without taking energy from any other sources. Your lean muscle mass is left intact. Your internal organs are not touched. Your body takes the glycogen first, and then body fat and dead cells, keeping the healthy parts of your body completely intact. And then maybe after 2 days, your body starts to release growth hormone, giving you mental clarity, enabling you to feel stronger, smarter. This process of fasting improves your body. Less body fat, more energy. Because you would imagine that not eating for 2 or 3 days, you'd feel tired. And while that's true for the first day, an interesting paradox happens. In day 2 and 3, you have more energy, more clarity than you normally would, even though you're not eating. When you eat food, you tend to feel that fatigue and tiredness because your body's producing all that insulin. But when your body takes energy from your body fat, it doesn't need the insulin because it's giving you just the right amount of energy that your body needs. An advanced system that works with your body, and your body is resilient and resourceful, efficiently able to use body fat as fuel in the right amounts. This metabolic flexibility means that as the flight lands, or as your fast ends, when you choose to go back to food, it's always best to have high water content, easily digestible food, just so your body gets used to eating food again. Maybe an apple, a banana, some berries, easy to digest food, as your body can switch from one fuel source to another. I want you to feel like your plane is landing. And then the idea of eating appeals again. But you will prioritize quality food, healthy foods, the foods that continue this journey of working with your body rather than against your body. You've enjoyed the clarity. You've enjoyed knowing that you land healthier than when you boarded that plane. You enjoy the sense that if you can do this journey, you can do future journeys. This weight loss journey of temporarily not eating has taken you to new heights. But as you return, you're now firmly on solid ground, feeling empowered and free. And take these wonderful feelings and return to the present. New ideas about your new relationship with food. As you take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Get a sense that you're fully in the present, listening to my voice, as very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling resourceful, motivated, not scared at all of the idea of not eating, because not eating simply means you're training your metabolism and your body to work for you rather than against you. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.